there. Y'all, it's Saturday. It looks like it's going to be a really pretty day and hot. Yeah, Oscar. Um, I'm actually standing here watching and waiting for my food delivery. Yesterday, I wanted to order something from that place that I order food from, and they were closed. Originally, I wanted a pizza because I was wanting to have that during my live stream last night. But I'm a little confused on what they consider pepperoni, because on their menu they have pepperoni and they also have salami. Excuse me. And in the past, when I've ordered pepperoni pizza from other people, it's not pepperoni that I'm used to. It's like peppers, these actual peppers. And they consider pepperoni pizza that I'm used to be salami. So I thought, instead of ordering it and taking a chance, because I've ordered pepperoni from them before and got the actual pepperoni, but it was also covered in the peppers. I thought, no, I don't want to really risk it. I'd rather just get something that I know I've had before and I know it's going to be what I want. So I ordered some lasagna. So I'm standing here watching and waiting for the delivery on that. And I'm getting so hungry. I'm so ready for it. So I'm going to show it to you once it gets here, because it's really good. I mean, I was really surprised the first time I ever had the lasagna with this place at how good it was. So my mouth is already going, getting ready for it. So yeah, I'm hoping they get here soon. Nope, not them. And in the meantime, I guess that's it. I'll just, as soon as I get it, I'm going to show it to you so you can see what it looks like. And then I'll talk to you again in a little while. Yummy! Look at that. Isn't that good? Oh man, they really do make excellent lasagna. And I do not eat all of this at once. I cut it in half and I make this into 2 meals because it is very, very filling. It smells fantastic. Oh, so yeah, I'm getting ready to eat. So I'll talk to you in a little while. Well, hello again. I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I don't mean to turn yellow and red and whatever colors. I just can't seem to find the right place to sit where the lighting's not like weird. So I enjoyed my lasagna. I still have half of it left to fix tomorrow. I mean, I thought about having it for dinner tonight, but I thought, well, no, let's just save it for tomorrow and we'll just eat a bowl of cereal or something tonight. Okay, I gotta figure out, okay, that's a little better, I guess. I'm sitting here with the window open. I've got my curtains pulled back all the way, which is something I don't really do that often. It's kind of a pain because I've got these lights that hang down on the curtain. So it's kind of a pain trying to push the curtain back with those lights on there. But, how can I sit? But anyway, yeah, that I usually like to save half of what I eat for the next day and then just eat something light, that evening. Because I usually eat my biggest meal of the day early in the day. I don't know why, but that's just how I am. But it was good, and I'm glad I have some for tomorrow. I'm going to try reheating it in the air fryer and see how that works out. And I'm considering, because I have 1 egg and I have some overripe bananas, and I looked up a recipe on a banana bread for the air fryer. Because, I mean, you have to make small, unless you have like a really big air fryer, you have to make really small amounts. And so my air fryer is not very big, and I have basically just a 6-inch cake pan for it. So I found a recipe, and I'm thinking, because I've got all the ingredients, I think I'm going to use that. And it basically only calls for 1, maybe 2 bananas, depending on the size. So, and I've got like 4 overripe bananas, so I'm going to try making some banana bread in my air fryer and see how that goes. Because I think that'd be kind of fun, and it'd be good, hopefully. So last night, I had gone to sleep, and I woke up because my fan shut off. My entire life, I have to sleep with a fan going. I need the noise, and I need the movement of the air. I have to have air circulating. I don't do well if air is not circulating. But I have a really hard time sleeping without that white noise. Excuse me. And suddenly I wasn't hearing the noise. I mean, so it literally woke me up. The power was out. And I was like, oh no. I was so tired last night. I was really just like, oh my gosh, I really need to go to sleep. But I have a really difficult time sleeping without that white noise and without that air movement. And because it's been so hot here, even the evenings and overnight is really, really hot. So I had to get out my little plastic hand fan. I got out my frozen cooling towel that I keep in the freezer. So I was using that, and I was just sitting there going, God, I hope they get it back on soon. But I was like thinking, here it is, Friday night, and it's already like midnight when this happened. So I thought, I don't know if anybody's even going to come and fix this. And I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was just sitting there, and I kept looking around, and I'm like, I don't know why it is, but every time the power goes out, because it's happened quite a few times since I've been here, and it seems like every time it goes out, I'm the one without the power. My landlady still has power because she leaves lights on outside of her place at night. So her lights were on. Her son's place across the street had lights on outside of their place. I'm looking up the street and I see lights on. There's a few places where it's dark, but I'm just like, why is it I'm always the one without power and everybody else seems to have it? Well, I kept sitting here waiting and all this, and eventually I looked out the window and I looked at the street, and it looked like there was a big flashlight shining up, like maybe at a pole or something like that. And I kept looking and watching, and I was like, well, let's hope that that's the power company working on it. Excuse me. Excuse me, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So I was hoping that was the power company working on it. And also the street light that's right out here, it was on. So I did have some light that was coming in. Well, I'm seeing this, flashlight looking thing, shining up and, towards the sky and all this stuff up the road. I kept watching and waiting and everything. And then suddenly the street light went out. And it was off for a little while. And so I kept watching, and I thought, well, hopefully that means they're doing something, Then the street light would come back on, and then it would go out, and then it would be on and off and on. And I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, at around like 3 something this morning, finally the power came back on. So it was off for like 3 hours. And my hope, and this is probably just major wishful thinking, but my hope is, since there seems to be this glitch or whatever's going on with the electric thing that's causing everyone's bills to be all of a sudden outrageous. I was talking about this in my previous video, that is happening all over Thailand, that, people are getting these outrageous electric bills, just like mine. When I got it this month, I was just in shock. And so there's some problem somewhere where people are being like way overcharged for their electric bill. And so I'm hoping that, the timing of this thing going on, maybe they're doing something to rectify the problem. Maybe there's an issue that they're trying to sort out. I have no idea. I don't know how that would have anything to do with it, but maybe I don't know. I have no clue. But I'm certainly hoping so, because nobody here can afford some of these bills that they're getting. I mean, seriously, it's just insane, how somebody can have a bill that's 1,000 baht one month and the next month 6,600. I mean, there's something's wrong. Or like the temple, that their electric bill this month was 100,000 baht. So yeah, I'm really hoping that this had something to do with them trying to figure out the problem or fix it or something. Maybe there's some, I don't know. I know nothing about how the power company works or any of that stuff, but anyway, I was just so miserable though for that 3 hours. And then of course, I was just so tired today. I did lay down and take a nap, and I was very glad I did. I needed it so bad because I was so tired after that. And I hope that it's not going to happen again tonight, because I mean, that was rough. It's terrible. And there was no wind, no breeze, no nothing last night. It was totally still outside. So there was nothing to even bring in any fresh air from outside or anything. Oh, so I just sat here for like 3 hours next to the window. Eventually, I ended up just switching it and closing this window over here that I usually have open, and opening it up over on this side so it was like closer to the bed, just to try and, hopefully feel a little cooler, because it was just unreal. And I kept sitting there thinking about, oh great, my ice, my, everything that's in my freezer is going to be thawing out, so it was not very much fun. So yeah, that was my experience last night. I did really enjoy my live stream. Thank you to everybody that came to the live stream last night. That was so much fun. I enjoyed it as usual. I always do. And it was nice that Linda was able to stop by, and I was able to show her my garden and everything. So I appreciate everybody that comes to the live streams and gets involved in the conversation, because, I mean, it's just so laid back. I mean, it's literally just me hanging out with my friends, because that's what I consider you to be. It's like you're my friends, and I enjoy your company. And I really enjoyed that coconut cream cake that I was not sure about. But it turned out to be really good, so I was really glad about that. And now I know for sure I'm gonna buy that again, because that was really, really good. So yeah, I had a lot of fun last night. So I'm glad you guys were there and made it so great. But now the sun's going down, and I've got some cleaning and things like that I need to do, that I was kind of holding off on until it got, to be a little bit not so hot today. So now is probably a good time to get started with some stuff that I need to get done. And so I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day and rest of the weekend. And I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you later.